Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet, 5 years later, with your host with no intro music this time, Jacob Butter. Oh, and I'm not even on the... There we go. I need to fix that at some point. Maybe rig up the microphone to the old device or something. I keep saying that. Oh, hey, we've actually got a viewer this time. Seems I might have finally fixed the issue of this being a public being a public stream or having people like not being added onto Facebook or whatever malarkey was going on there, and the person's gone after being acknowledged. Oh well, that is that then. So back to pretending that there's an audience on Facebook now. So yeah, we're gonna go into you can have seconds. Much like this is the time where I have seconds from going from Twitch to from YouTube to Twitch, then Twitch to Facebook by necessity. So yeah, there we go. Might just make a new Twitch account, to be honest. Because Twitch is my true seconds. Facebook is my thirds. Ugh. So, yeah, anyway, I guess there's no need for a preambled intro if there's not much to say right now. So, yeah, without further ado, on with the review.
All right, students, time to talk about a very special event that's going to be coming up.
Falcon Day?
The crystal ball?
Midterms.
Oh, okay. Hang on, the crystal ball. Is that kind of like... That sounds like this the ball from Phoenix Drop Days. I don't think it was called Crystal something. I forget what it was called now. It was something. I know, reminiscent of it.
Oh, come on. You all know those events happen later in the year for us. Did you not consult your handbook?
We had to read that?
Oh my
Come
word.
on, you all paid to be here. Act like...
This is true. You know, you do get handbooks for every class, and then no one actually reads them. I'm guilty of that myself in some instances. I got through some of my handbooks, granted, but not the entirety of any of them. I'll be perfectly honest here.
it. Now, let's begin. Our first midterm is going to go over the following. Since this is...
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I see you, Ghosty. All right, hold on. I'm gonna... Whenever I get like a bunch of Discord notifications, like immediately, I always figure out, yep, Ghosty, probably. So I can get guests on here. I just can't get actual, you know. I can't get viewers on the Facebook side, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I have it so that you can see this if you're not friended with me. But you know, maybe people are just interested in the Facebook layout. I have no idea what's going on there.
This is a class that focuses around writing. I'm thinking about having you guys keep a journal and the likes. It'll help me to understand your syntax and how...
Yeah, it makes perfect sense after we'll take writing in college, yeah. Fair enough. Oh, Ghost is here.
I've been drawing Moana as a magical girl for the last 2 hours.
Okay. Seems like Emily's gonna get more to the folder of fan art that I had to send her. That's what happened, by the way, during the Kahoot quiz, which, by the way, if people don't know, aired yesterday. Yeah, Emily actually like asked for all the any Music Girl fan art that I had, so I just sent her like everything I had compiled, which was
in a really large folder.
yeah, quite a substantial one. Some of it was hers, so you know.
I'm betting most of it was hers.
I don't know. It depends. Yeah, there was definitely a substantial amount, but I don't know if it goes far as to say most. Who even knows, really? Anyway, we've just started. You haven't missed much. We're talking about midterms and the fact there's a writing project that's going to be keeping a journal or something that's going to be happening.
Oh, delightful. I think that's aphmau's roommate. She's wearing shorts instead of night pants.
Yeah, that's Tara, definitely.
It wouldn't be so bad if we were allowed to have coffee. What did you say? I said forget it. I'm too tired to backtrack now.
What do you mean they're not allowed to have coffee? What do you mean they're not allowed to have coffee? There's a what?
I think she means like in class. And yeah, I can say, depending on the class, sometimes you're allowed beverages in the room and sometimes you're not. In some of my, actually fitting enough, the writing classes, actually, yeah, there was I'm pretty sure there's no food or drink rule, but some people just like, oh, there's like bottles of water that you came in with. I don't know.
Fans coffee in his class? Like, what are we? In high school?
Tara, you're too loud.
No, I'm not.
Actually,
See?
I have a story about that.
All right.
I actually sat in on a college lecture to see if college was good for me. You know, because of some personal reasons. Spoilers alert, I wouldn't be able to handle it. But the one lecture I sat in on was one of those lectures where you could have drinks in the classroom and everybody had coffee. Everybody. There was this one kid in the back of the class with a juice box. But other than that, everybody else had coffee.
I see. Yeah, speaking of beverages and stuff, considering what thing that aphmau is complaining about, like loud noise and seems like, again, like low energy and stuff, she sounds kind of hungover to me. I mean, I know that, you know, we just had like a cinema date or something, but there was like an after party or something that Aaron just missed. Did that happen?
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
Who knows?
No one
Maybe
else is-
Aphmau went to one of those frat parties and that's why she's so tired.
Complaining.
I mean, if you saw the scroll photos from like the last episode where you know, it was basically a Star Wars movie. I think it was A New Hope, but it was kind of hard to tell because the text scroll implied that, you know, the prequels are being accounted for because there was the word napkin there instead of Anakin, and then I don't know, portrayed by that bad actor. My opinion, please no hate. So clearly someone was drunk when putting that together.
No one else is sitting right next to you.
I'm
Either
just
someone
saying
was drunk
that
or
a ban
Aphmau
on
has some very, hot takes.
No, yeah, I know. Well, I mean, yeah.
coffee in a
Sorry, talking about
college
the Star
class
Wars
should be
thing.
illegal. We're adults.
Are we, Tara?
Yeah.
Does an adult stay in their room all night watching Netflix?
Yes.
Of course! I mean, think about it! Adults, which we are very much strategic about their time. For example, I am going to try to avoid making too many friends this first year, if I can, so I can focus on my studies, and then senior year I'll slack off and be a happy camper. At least, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, first, lots of stuff in first year doesn't actually like count towards your final degree. So if anything, that should be the other way around.
I am also trying to look for love and stuff too.
Why does that girl sound like she's doing like the you know, like the death stare that in SAO Abridged, where Arsena tried to set like Heathcliff's mind on like mind on fire?
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to do it right now, aren't you? Stare. That's
Huh? Alf? You noticed it too, huh?
What do you mean?
I've noticed I've been looking over here since class started.
I mean, again, if you're being as loud as you are, people are going to divert their attention naturally towards you. Trust me, I've had that happen before.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's about the rumors
usually
going-
your college professor, or the lecture I sat in on, the college professor heard other people speaking as I actually stopped the lecture. And when everybody looked to the professor who stopped, he said, "Oh no, whoever was having that conversation, keep going. I'm not stopping you."
Yeah, no, it's okay. So just to clarify with people, there's a difference between like lectures and seminars. This is definitely a seminar rather than a lecture, because lectures are the ones that go in the big like theater rooms that, you know, that's with like mass groups of people, and the seminars they split you up and you get a bit more of a focus and chance to interact like this. In seminars, when you know when is where I'd be loud, you know. Okay, fine. I would talk during some lectures too. I admit this now, but you know, not super loudly. And it's like be like the one-off comment that was like relevant to the subject, which is weird because like one time I was doing that while I was in the front row, but it was all relevant, so I got away with it. But yeah, don't recommend that, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, during like seminars, which is again the groups that look like the normal classes, like this one. Yeah, definitely whenever. Because those times when people are like, oh, we have to do something in groups or something, and then of course, because I project as per normal, yeah, people tend to divert them to my direction because, not everyone starts speaking at once, or they'll have like one thing to say. It's like, okay, should we do this? Oh, all right, fine. I'll write down a couple of notes. Oh, okay. What else have you got? Like, meanwhile, I'm like, guys, I've got this great idea. So, I've been there before.
Going around?
It's possible. I'm hoping for the best, though, that it's not.
Have you heard anything new? Tara?
I mean, I heard a few more rumors about you.
Like?
I don't think now's the time to talk about this, Aph. Maybe we should just pay attention to the lesson.
Yeah, I have to wait till the cameras cut because it's not PG-13.
Tara?
There's a rumor going around that you had 4 boyfriends during high school.
What?
Didn't say when. Didn't say at the same time. Yeah, not very specific rumor.
Was it true? I'm just asking!
I didn't have any boyfriends, Tara.
I
That's not what Ian would say, but then again, who cares what Ian says?
kinda find that very hard to believe.
You went to the same high school as me.
Yeah, but I didn't know you before then. And
Yes, Tara, you see, the fan base would not let me have any. By the way, I think Ghosty's frozen. I've just moved in like ages. Oh no, she blinked, it's fine. Sorry,
No,
I'm just...
I just have the profound talent of sitting extraordinarily still.
Okay, fine. I mean, I've heard of different types of resting, but I've never seen resting dead face before.
when I did know you, it was over the
Oh,
guy I
trust
liked
me,
who was
I have
interested in you.
really awful resting dead face.
Okay, fine.
We've only known each other end of high school, senior year up until now. Plus, there were rumors about this kind of stuff in high school.
That's because
Yeah, you
a lot
just
of
didn't
guys
hear
were
them because you were so busy with all of your boyfriends. I mean, best friends.
Of course, yes.
interested in me.
Lucky.
No, not lucky. It caused more problems than I wanted, and I wasn't even interested. I mean,
Honestly, yeah, that depends on the guys. As again, this is where we're big up my best friend Sophie from back then. Yeah, well, a lot of guys were into her. Some of them it was it was fine. It was somewhat of a blessing. Most of them, not so much.
I was interested in a few, but again, more trouble than it was even worth.
What about Aaron? That guy I saw you with in the room.
Tara, I don't need this right now. Just
And that's all you need to know for the midterms.
Ah.
See you all next class. Hope you all took notes.
Oh, your friend just yoinked you out of the
Did you
midterm.
take notes?
Woo!
Of course.
No. Did you? We're screwed. Hey, sorry about, before. I guess I just had a few bitter feelings left in me over everything.
It's fine, Tara. Thank you for apologizing.
So you said sorry about before, like it didn't just happen. Did we get like more of the class after that, and we're just skipping to the end, but the only midterms get discussed at the beginning, and or like the middle of the class? That's weird.
I just wish this wasn't happening.
Stare.
Aph,
There's a lot
forget
of
about
girls
them.
trying to set aphmau on fire today.
Yeah, maybe they want those 4 boyfriends. They don't seem like they're like trying to they're like laughing at her or something, or like trying to silently judge. They seem like they're actually like resentful. That's the thing. Maybe they do want those 4 boyfriends.
Huh?
Nobody wants 4 boyfriends.
If you have
You'd be surprised.
something to say it to my face.
Oh my.
Yep, this is where the kitty claws come out again.
You got around.
Got around where?
Oh, she's playing stupid. Guys
Oh, hello, Lizzie.
must love that.
Oh, hey, Caitlin, I
Gotta-
didn't know you were part of this.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Caitlin.
Caitlin, where did you come from?
Round as in seeing multiple guys at once.
Ah, at once. See, that's the ultimate thing. That's what Terra didn't say. The multiple guys at once thing is where it becomes less okay. I didn't mean that to rhyme, and it did. Whatever.
So you heard about this? Or you know it for a fact?
See, here's where aphmau takes a misstep, because if she just calmly said, that didn't actually happen. I don't know who you heard that from, but, they were not being truthful. Yes, there are people into me. I see people got that impression, but not the case. And, I don't know. If they continue gossiping off that point, that's really on them, to be honest.
Heard it?
Oh, so it must be true, right?
If everyone's talking about it, yeah.
Get out of here, Caitlin.
Go back to watching Fox News. That's right. I tried an American topical joke. I don't know why, but I did.
Do you know how stupid that is?
I
To
have
believe
a better
rumor
American
over
topical
having
joke.
Mm-hmm.
actual proof.
Well, words can be true.
Words can be true, therefore everything must be gospel. What is this? What is this? The Republican Party? Like, again, I have no idea what. I try.
Words can also be harmful.
Because they're true.
No, because they can be spiteful and damaging. You don't even know me, yet you feel you have the right to talk about me? Because you have nothing better to talk about in your sad little lives?
Oh, is someone getting mad?
Yeah, see, this approach will always incite more people to say more stuff towards you. It's all about the action. Yes, this shouldn't be happening to begin with, but the way that you it's you either put water on the flames or petrol. This is petrol.
Just stop harassing me. If you want to do something
Stop harassing you. But they just talked. What do you mean? That's not talking. Isn't actually harassment. What do you mean? They were talking amongst themselves, and you came up to them. What are you talking about? What?
productive, then mind your own
Excuse me,
business.
did I miss something?
Apparently, there's like a page up to fill out the script or something.
Getting mad.
Screw off!
That's as big an insult as aphmau's gonna say in this series, ever.
Wow, I didn't think you could be so brutal. Huh?
Hey, she was alpha for ages. Oh, she's gonna cry now. Like that, they'll say this joke before. She was alpha for ages. Of course, she's gonna be brutal. Okay, proceed to the actual sadness and the serious part. I'm sorry.
Oh, aphmau. I just wish these kinds of things didn't happen. Why me? It isn't your fault. People just... I don't know.
Yeah, just the main character.
They want to talk, and they don't want to talk about their own faults, so they talk about others to validate themselves.
But why are they talking about me? None of anything is true. The only guys I hang out with are Aaron and sometimes Gareth.
People assume things? I don't know. All I know...
You know, it's
Wait,
interest. Yeah,
did she just say people assume things?
they do. Yes, they do assume things. What do you... What?
Assume things.
Oh, okay.
Not assume. Assume.
Okay, fine.
Assume.
Yeah, in my accent it's the same, but okay, fine. Yeah.
Is that I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself.
But what is that going to accomplish?
Well, like I said before, it's going to add fuel to the fire because you approached it in a very bizarre, well, not bizarre way. It's not unheard of, but definitely could have been like, nipped in the bud.
They'll just talk about me
We're
more.
alpha female. You're strong. We're alpha female. You're supposed to be stronger than this.
I guess dealing with werewolves for so long, maybe that's kind of like bled in because she had to be that to just show that she had like the temper to her as well as the good side. Maybe.
But don't worry, aphmau's assertive knowledge is gone by series end. Wasn't this produced after? You know what? Never mind.
Oh, so if you're referring to season 6, I mean, she did, fight an evil entity.
She fought an
with
evil
with 3
entity.
relics. Yeah.
But her knowledge of werewolves is gone.
Her knowledge of werewolves was never really that strong to begin with, because yeah, that even during this time, she really didn't understand werewolves that much of this, even in season 2, because she constantly had to like go back and refer to like the basic knowledge and such. I don't know, but yeah, season 5 definitely she once again took a step back. It's like, why? Why? Yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of thing that That's the kind of thing where Monet said that it was evident that she didn't actually care, but the thing is, she does care, clearly, otherwise she wouldn't go through any of this stuff to begin with. It's just that, I don't know, she's not much of a sponge at all. Okay, go on.
Not much of a sponge. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need to go check on a chicken I have in the oven.
Okay.
Alf.
Okay, here we go.
If you're going to continue to go out and about, we're going to need to set some rules.
Wait, I was about to say why are they outside, but I just realized, of course, Agent R could pull him away from his room because the other guards would be there naturally. Okay, got it.
First rule.
How's the chicken?
The chicken is okay.
All right.
Is don't do anything stupid.
I heard a weird
I
noise
don't
and
want-
I was like, oh boy, that better not be the chicken. So I felt compelled to go check on it.
I see.
Want to hear that you got into trouble that involves any kind of authority. They will call your parents, and that will be the end of you ever going out again. 2, you need to be back in your room before 10 p.m. If you're planning on staying out later, you need to let me know somehow. Let's see.
Smoke signals.
Leave this bat sticker on your mirror if you're going to stay out longer than that.
Okay. I was just... Alright, fine, yeah.
Why this?
Bat signal.
What?
Old man joke.
That's not an old man joke. Everyone knows about the bat signal. I mean, I know that Aaron has TV at least. Probably some comics lying about. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Never mind. Now listen. It's very incognito. Just keep it in sight. These rules are subject to change at any time, and if you get caught, I'm going to act like I don't even know you. Got it?
Understood.
Mission Impossible.
Why did you
This
let me
character
go?
actually has a lot in common with
To the
Batman now that I
movies.
think about it.
Well,
Both being mysterious forces of good for their respective.
I was going to say that he seems a bit more like Alfred. Just because, you know, Aaron, of course, is, you know, one of the heirs to like a rich conglomerate company. And also, you know, hides behind a mask. Another
You
good
have
thing
a
to
point
mention.
there.
Yeah, and then of course, you know, Agent R being the supporting role and everything.
my dad's goons, I mean agents, would have never
Goons.
ever allowed that to happen. You've even allowed me to stay out later after a few classes. Why?
Most of us have hearts. It's just not in our job to show them.
Then
And I get away with it because I have history with your father. Another Alfred comparison, actually, I just realized.
why did you?
I don't like seeing a young man cooped up during what could be the best years of his life. Truth be told, I have zero idea of why you need to be protected in the first place.
Oh yeah, truth be told, I'm clearly telling the truth right now. Future
You
events
are-
will not reveal this information ever to anyone.
To be honest, I know very well. I'm just not telling you for the sake of themes or something.
Truth be told, I'm lying out of my teeth right now.
Why the hell you need that cloth on your face? I don't care to know. At the end of the day,
I
it sucks
already
to
know.
watch a young man basically be a prisoner. College was a wonderful time for me. Oh man, the ladies I managed to swoon. You wouldn't believe how good I was at...
I don't want to know!
What? You don't think I know? I found those pictures of that one gal under your bed. aphmau, was it?
Wait, the pictures are like labeled with her name? Aaron, you are terrible at hiding stuff.
No, I have no idea who that girl is. It sounds like someone I've never seen before in my life.
Oh,
I don't know.
no, she's just a YouTuber. I downloaded her picture from the internet. Or something, I don't know.
Even
Word of
then, if
advice.
he confesses that he downloaded YouTuber's picture from the internet, that raises more questions and brings up more problems.
I don't know.
Creepy.
It was part of her merch line. just aphmau selfies as part of merch. Can you imagine?
Hide sentimental
Actually, no.
pictures of your crush.
I don't have to imagine. Do I have to remind you? Markiplier's Tasteful Nudes calendar.
I completely forgot that was a thing. So yes, thank you for reminding me. That image is now burned to my retinas. Okay.
Somewhere other than under the bed. It's cliche.
No one ever goes in my room!
Regardless.
You know, except for any of the guards who are checking, the goons who are checking on you. You know, them.
Aaron,
It's
be
evident.
smart. Stuff in your pillowcase. They never check the pillowcases. They wouldn't suspect anything in your pillowcase.
Yeah, or fold it into the mattress sheets or something. I'm just spitballing here.
That you went out with her to the movies that night. I tailed you for a bit to
Or also just don't print out pictures of her. That also is not a good idea. Because why?
make sure you weren't up to no good.
You were there the whole time?
No. I left once I realized it was a group outing. I'm glad to see you socializing. It's healthy. Makes you a better person.
So, what happens now?
Well, next time you want to go out to a big event like that, try and plan it around my shift. Okay? No other agent is gonna let you leave. As long as you don't do anything stupid. And make sure you're not caught.
You're serious? I can
Oh, he's crying up underneath the bandana.
go out?
Yeah.
Like,
And
what would
if
have been
I-
nice as an addition to the skin is put a wet
Stain the
spot
cloth.
near.
Yeah.
Yeah, like put a wet spot near the edge of the bandana.
Yeah.
Have to be mean to you. It's not because I want to. It's because I don't want you to get caught. Remember that. By the way, I'm going to be working full-time for your dad. So I'll be around a while, okay? If you need any help, don't hesitate to ask. Just be smart about it when you ask me. Oh, and about that girl, I lost the love of my life. So, if that girl means anything to you, go be with her.
Yeah, you never know when a death ray can hit her from behind or something.
I can do this again.
Ah! Eyes! Put them away! What are you doing?
Aaron, close.
Stop!
Wait, is it all emotions that activate the ultimate eyes or just anger?
Well, I don't
I'm getting
know. I mean,
mixed signals.
yeah, anger's one of them, but it seems like a lot of the time, just talking to aphmau in general, sometimes, whenever they get to like a deep moment between them or something, or I don't know, just seem to bring that out too.
Like, maybe
Sometimes
it's just
sadness,
Really strong emotion of any
maybe,
sort, not just anger.
maybe I don't know. Maybe he's like Angel and just can't get this moment of true happiness, but he has as like minor happiness times as well. I have no idea.
That brings up more questions than
Yep.
brings up more questions than it answers.
Mm-hmm.
What are the logistics of Aaron's eyeballs? I need to know.
Yeah, see, I wanted to do a theory back in the day about that, particularly how it is that, he inherited them and Melissa didn't. But yeah, the actual properties of them as well, that's another interesting angle to think about.
But the goddess kept the mentors.
Completely forgot about the prophecies.
Build
Completely
and
forgot
voice.
about them.
Was I supposed to memorize all of that? I was just reading it.
I don't know. Don't worry, aphmau. Nothing about a goddess will ever affect your life. Don't worry about it.
Is there like a Cliff Notes or something online? Why couldn't someone just simplify it for me? Oh wait, that's what Cliff Notes are. Why do I feel so stupid? Why can't I study right?
Because you are dumb.
I don't want to do college anymore. Why did I
Yeah, she never looked up Cliff Notes on werewolves. Maybe that would have helped.
pay for this torture?
Like, that's because I have my own theory.
Oh?
I think aphmau doesn't retain anything because aphmau might be a kinetic learner. She learns by interacting with stuff more than reading about stuff. If she reads about werewolf history, it'll just bounce right off her noggin. Meanwhile, if she interacts in some way with a part of werewolf history, she retains it.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, especially because, you know, the most that she did learn about werewolves was through her interactions with all of them. I mean, you can even say season 5 was a great example of that because she spends all that time trying to, you know, get used to Aaron's new form and, you know, what to do and what not to do. I mean, obviously she takes a step too far without really thinking things at first, but she did, in fact, learn afterwards, thankfully.
Yeah, she just had to interact directly with a werewolf rather than reading about them.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of weird that a teacher didn't pick up on that. I don't know.
Like, a teacher didn't pick up on that, but someone who has spent a lot of time in an IEP for kids with learning disabilities did. What do you know?
Wait, what? Wait, IEP? What is that?
It's something they have in American schools over here. If you have, like, any sort of learning disability, early life disability, they essentially give you, like, a learning plan and pass it around to your teachers, you know, to highlight what you might struggle with and what they can help accommodate you with.
That sounds way better than what we have over here, to be honest, because I've said this before, but the SEN department, Special Education Needs department over here that I had from my secondary school, I wasn't in it myself, but a lot of my friends were, and from an outside observer perspective, the system that they came up with there, without like how they go about certain things, just seems like it does not work at all.
Yeah, but
it falls flat on its face in many occasions. Sometimes it succeeds, granted, but
yeah, but as BB pointed out not too long ago, it's great in theory, but not so great in practice.
Yeah, particularly my favorite example, of course, was scribes. Because scribes are great in theory, but when you put all the people who require scribes in the same room during exams where you need concentration and silence to actually do well, what are you accomplishing here?
Screw out.
Like, I
you have
needed a
coffee
scribe
every
in
now and then,
elementary. They just put me out in the hall. They were like, hey, you need a scribe? Sit out in the hallway. We have a specialized desk for you and your scribe. Meanwhile, I was like, why don't you just give me a laptop to write it on?
Would that have worked? That's interesting because my school did have laptops that they gave out to people, or you could actually get from certain departments. Huh.
Text to speech is a thing, albeit it's not that accurate.
Yeah, although when you sat outside, but did like in the hall and such, did you have like other students that were next to you also with their own scribes?
Yes.
And was that a good or a bad method?
It was a terrible method.
Thank you! Thank you! Someone else agrees, finally.
Something else we did is that we would just listen to each other and use that to cheat on the test.
Yeah! Because why wouldn't you at that point? You're being given a basic excuse for it, so as a student, of course you're gonna... whatever.
It's like,
again,
hey,
don't advise this, but psychologically, of course someone's gonna try that.
We would be like, hey, who is the most intelligent kid in this IEP classroom right now? And then we'd all just zero in and focus on the voice of that kid while he was talking out his answers to the scribe, and we would just cheat.
See,
although we would change up our wording slightly so it's not evident that we copied each other's homework.
Yeah, here's the thing as well. Even if you don't listen in for that for the answers, even if you just like randomly hear someone like spout the right answer to a question, by that point you can't forget that that's the right answer. You didn't know beforehand, but that person already prompted you. You can't just be like, "Oh, well, I guess I didn't know that a second ago, but I do now while I'm still sitting the exam."
Like, something else I could do that always confused the teacher of my AP. When I heard someone say something, I could write it down in perfect order of how they said it. It's something I can still do to this day. In fact, it's a weird talent I have.
I tell you what, that's actually very useful, especially for what we're doing here, because if you want to remember a particular order of events for continuity purposes, yeah, definitely a good skill to have, I will say that much.
But everyone goes to the cafe and has coffee. That isn't anything special. It's just being friends.
Garth, you're jealous.
But Gareth, unfortunately, they haven't built enough sets yet to accommodate for multiple locations. You know, I bet that's why we see the cafe all the time.
Oh, maybe the movies. Dinner? Movies and dinner.
Meanwhile, they're at the park right now. So
True.
why don't they just have a picnic instead of going to the cafe? Coffee isn't good for you. Drink tea.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to say drink tea, definitely. But yeah, you make a good point. A picnic is a good idea, and you can actually do that. In fact, I at one point actually like sat down and like had a bit of an impromptu picnic with some people like outside before we had to go in for rehearsals at one point.
Yeah, and in fact,
just during a break, someone was like, "Hey, come sit down with us." Okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's a good idea. People can bring their own stuff if they want to. You could buy sandwiches at a cafe. Throw a sandwich at your friends. They'll love it.
Yeah, I mean, also, bear in mind, has aphmau ever once said no to food?
No.
At this point? Yeah, of course not.
It's
no, they should think I want.
The problems in MyStreet can be fixed by offering aphmau copious amounts of food.
See, wait, that's like the ultimate bribing tool in season 1. Remember all the times that she got promised Olive Garden for helping people out? Yeah, exactly.
Something else. Oh gosh, that's the simple and cheapest option. Why did people have to meme it and make it something more? Ugh. Ooh, I know, the park. Oh, that's a good date.
Uh-huh.
We're in the park, kind of. We're on a date.
Go! Take her out of picnic.
Who's that guy at Put Your Gaff?
Hey, baby.
Oh no.
Huh?
You know, I'll say this much: as bad as the girl's reaction was, this guy's reaction to the rumors is definitely way worse. You know, maybe those four boyfriends were actually smooth and nice people. I don't know. Would make more sense than this.
How's it cooking, good looking?
I don't know. This guy
no looky cookie. I
haven't watched this season. I was kind of put off by the first few episodes. So I'm seeing this guy and I'm like, he just appeared on screen and I already want to punch him straight in the face.
I mean, yeah, that is the idea in this case. I don't know about the other examples where that's happened with you.
I'm studying, not cooking.
I mean, wow, okay. Okay, aphmau, come on. You know, didn't Jess make 2 videos about pickup lines and which ones would work with her? She never accounted for the fact that some of them she's just too dumb to realize.
Cute. Hey,
way,
you look amazing.
I used the DNA helicase one in a science class.
Yeah.
She was into it.
Okay.
She was like, "Oh, that's so cheesy. Here's my number." And I was like, "Okay, what do I do with this?"
Oh, so you actually picked someone up with that line. It wasn't just like, okay.
It wasn't a joke. Tiny me actually thought that was a valid option.
Hey, look, it's fine. It's much more straightforward than, you know, randomly going to Shakespearean speech and with, you know, which then admittedly does work, but
yes, I so do love to pick up my women in iambic pentameter.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Amazing in those tights. Got some fine legs.
They're not tights,
oh.
they're wolf stockings.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, was you gonna say that?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no, never mind.
Wanna go have a makeout session in the library?
What?
Whoa.
I mean, you gotta study, and I can help you. Plus, maybe get a little action in while we're at it.
Okay, stop. What are you doing?
Oh, come on, sweets. I've heard about you. I mean, who hasn't?
Yes. What a great method of picking someone up. Make them feel terrible for the people that they've apparently been with before, and make them feel like they owe you something, of course.
She's
Clearly,
so
that's the way to
small
go about it.
She's so small compared to him.
She's
Was
always small. She's the potato, remember?
I know, but was she always the short compared to everyone, or is that the college style?
No. I think it's because, like, eventually when they started, like, playing around with, like, the resizing of models, that's when they really they acknowledged the height difference between the characters. Because in season 1 and season 2, they referenced the fact that she was supposedly short, but they didn't really. There was no real evidence for it. Now there's evidence.
Like, how tall is aphmau?
She looks
4'9"?
uncomfortable.
Yes.
Of
yes.
course she looks uncomfortable, God.
Whatever you heard wasn't true, and you need to back off.
Okay, here is where I'd say the anger response makes perfect sense.
Hey, is everything alright here?
Just trying to get something easy.
What?
Don't worry about it,
Oh,
Garth.
dear.
It's nothing.
You look really uncomfortable. Are you okay?
Look, you need to wait your turn.
What's
Oh,
going
my.
on?
Look, my buddy said that this chick was making out with him the other day. I just
Okay, so at least there's one rumor here that Kathy was not responsible for.
want to get in on that action, you know?
What? I wasn't. That was a lie.
Look, I've known my buddy for years. He's never once lied about making out with a chick. He does it all the
He's
time.
always lied.
Sounds
He's always lied about making out with chicks.
Yeah, there are like guys that will just like that will lie about this stuff. There's like an actual like character archetype for it.
like you have an insecure friend.
Yes, the nice
Look.
guy.
Well, not even just the nice guy. I'm thinking more like there's actually like, have you seen a show called The In-Betweeners?
Oh, those
There.
ones.
Yes, you know Jay from there, who constantly is talking about like how how much he pulls and all that stuff and all the
Yeah,
advice
like,
that he's trying to give. Yeah,
There's
obviously
the nice
complete
guys,
rubbish.
and then there's the pickup artists.
Yes, so I think this is the case of a pickup artist rather than a nice guy.
This guy is a really
I'm just
terrible
saying what-
pickup artist.
Yeah, either that or is this friend of his is like pranking him right now.
I heard, babe. And my source doesn't lie.
aphmau wouldn't do
Actually, your
that.
source did lie multiple times.
Stop trying to white knight her!
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, that's when the term like white knight like around this time was sort of picking up traction on the internet. Not when this is set, but when this was made.
Stop being a jerk to her for no reason.
I'm not being a jerk. If she's gonna act promiscuous, then she should expect this.
Wow,
Okay.
big word for a guy with a small brain.
Thanks.
First off, I've
Don't thank her! What are you doing, you idiot?
never made out with anyone. Your friend is lying.
I mean, you've wanted to make out with some people, but yes, that's fair. You haven't done it yet.
Second, you have a nasty attitude towards women, and it's horrible. Just because you assume someone acts a certain way doesn't give you the right to invite yourself to them.
Okay, this is where the speech should have been. You know that scene before? You know, that we had that little bit of like a aphmau, you know, doing the life lesson thing. This is where it should go. You know, I understand viewer retention and all that, but, you know, for the story, makes more sense here.
You sound like an entitled
Ask me if I care what you think.
Nice segue.
What's your problem?
You're
What's
the
your
one
problem?
trying to pick her
She's
up,
an old
so
friend
Yeah.
of mine, and I don't appreciate you talking to her like that.
Ah, mad you missed out. Okay then.
Shut up!
I mean, he is kind of mad he missed out, but that's not relevant to this situation.
Look, I get it, bro. You got friend zoned, and now you're looking to get in on this too. But don't worry, I'll let you have seconds.
Roll credits. This man is dead.
God,
Levi,
you just
Levi drink. Long live.
Long
whatever
live the idiot.
Mm-hmm. There we
Ah,
go.
Goth just broke someone's spine.
Yeah, we've ruined the tone of every episode. There's no wonder why some people don't watch the original, but they watch our reviews, that's a weird concept for me. It's like, why would you watch like a whole 1 hour stream of something you haven't seen before, but then also this is like the prime form of watching? I don't know.
Actually,
I'm not
no.
complaining, but
The tone of this was already broken before we even started.
maybe, I don't know. I remember watching it originally and I was like, oh, okay.
It was like,
Hey guys, Jess here, and just a
Whoa, hold on a second. This is new. Wait a minute.
quick announcement. I want to let you guys know that we're not going to be having a video tomorrow due to the holiday. So I hope you all have a great day or a great holiday if you celebrate. And I will see you all later. Bye!
Okay, the tone's ruined by that delivery right there.
Bye!
Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, there we go. Went back to the beginning by accident. Okay. Right, so you were saying...
I don't know. I think MyStreet has some tone issues.
That does
in
happen
the later
a lot.
seasons.
Remember that episode that I said was literally too funny?
Yeah. And then there's MyStreet season 6, which is semi-serious. There's stuff going on. And then, oh look, surprise, this guy, Caitlin's mom, not Caitlin's mom, Caitlin's dad wants to be a werewolf. So let's have a comedic episode about shenanigans in the middle of this, I don't know, episode arc where things are supposedly at their most serious.
And then play the exact same concept seriously with aphmau in a few episodes later.
Yes. And then a few episodes after that, we go back to the funny shenanigans.
Yeah. See, that I don't know, because I mean, that's one of the things that I did enjoy about season 5 was the fact that it was able to do serious and silly, which is kind of like whatever they're the best of both worlds. Some people, you know, myself included, miss the old days of the wacky shenanigans of the past, and there was the newer audience coming in from season 4 that were into like the darkness and the drama and everything. So having season 5 combine the pair of them together did somewhat make sense. But yeah, I guess sometimes, especially when it comes to here, when you have, like, you're not coming off of the heels of that immediately. But yeah, it can fall on its face quite easily if not done properly. I will say though, when I watched this back in the day, when I actually did see this at the time, it actually did, you know, properly impact me. I just like casually watching it and not, you know, cracking jokes over the top of it. Because I'm sure, believe it or not, for some people watching this, they might not know this, but yeah, I do actually sometimes just watch things normally and don't just like constantly riff on everything.
Yeah, like we're riffing on this because we've watched these episodes and we have the hindsight to look closely at the issues we didn't see as kids and be like, you know what? Now that I watch this again, it's actually really funny. That isn't how a normal man would talk to a girl he just rocked up on after he heard she was being promiscuous. That is not how normal human interaction do, but
yeah,
here we are.
I have heard that there are some people who, well, I've seen, I don't know, it's more like I've seen that on TV sometimes, where there are like some men that are clearly like, you know, I've heard about you, you get around a lot, so why not with me, and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously they're the ones who are either going to be like, you know, an antagonistic role in the series, or they're going to be beaten up by, you know, the hero, like, you know, the main guy or something, and like the second afterwards or something, or they're going to get some sort of comeuppance.
Like,
and lo and behold, that's what happened here.
That's the thing. It happens on TV.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't speak of experience of anything similar of witnessing anything happen of anyone to any of this nature. But yeah, I don't know. I guess let me know in the comments if you know someone or have seen of this happen to you, and you're willing to share. Obviously, you know, don't just like out someone. We're not about that. So I'm just curious.
Meanwhile, something like this happened to me, and the guy actually asked me beforehand if he was talking to the correct girl before harassing me.
Oh, well, at least he has standards. At least he's, verifying his sources, of course.
In fact, he was not talking to the correct girl.
I think we're like, I've heard you have some really good science pickup lines. How about you use one on me?
No, like, it was a rumor about a girl that was in my class with a similar hair color who also wore glasses, and he was like, hey, had you liked poly relationships? And I was like,
Oh, me, of course. I had 4 boyfriends all at once. Very true rumor.
so then as soon as he said that, he was like, your last name, first name, correct? And I was like, no, my name isn't last name, first name. And then he went on his merry way after I said he had the wrong girl.
Wait, hold on. Did you say last name, first name? He says last name first, but the first name afterwards?
I said that to hide any real people identity. Like, if I could give you a name, if that would be what you would prefer.
No, I mean because like you said like last name first name, so it implies that you said the last name first. Like it's like if someone was like to me, it's like, oh, are you Butter Jacob? Like, technically, that's what caught me off guard. I don't know.
Like the last name first name thing is the first thing that came to mind as soon as I was trying to think of what's a deliberately fake sounding name.
Yeah, I don't know. aphmau Shalashaska, maybe.
aphmau Shalashaska.
Yes, which by the way, guess what watch doesn't know, that's like her actual confirmed surname.
What?
Yeah, no, it doesn't get mentioned in the series, but at the one point, Jess confirmed it on stream, and it's been documented on the wiki as a result. And you can actually hear at one point during like Phoenix Up High episode 1, where she's about to give her name in the registration. She's like, "Oh, it's aphmau," and then like the person was like, "Yeah, I see you on the list here. Sit down or whatever." So yeah, but then again, that is the same registration that has Kawaii-chan as legal registered name on the register. So, take it with a grain of salt.
Take it with a pinch of vinegar.
Yes, exactly. And dip it all in mashed potatoes. I just don't know. I've been thinking about the Nugget and the Biscuit song for a while. I don't know why.
Anyway, wouldn't it be funny if this guy just rocked up to a random girl near aphmau and was like, "Hey baby, how you getting around?" and didn't verify he was talking to the correct girl beforehand?
Yeah. No,
it's
just
like a short girl who looks remarkably similar to aphmau, but not aphmau.
Yeah, and it's like, "Oh, hey girl, I heard you like watching Netflix series late at night." It's like, "Oh no, that's my roommate Tara." Like, oh, okay. We just like get someone else mention the series. It's like, wait, then I heard that you like taking theater and also punch things sometimes. That's Caitlin. Oh, you must be the one who was the Mifra Scout. Don't look at Mifra Scout to you. That's Kawaii-chan. Come on.
If you're looking for sweets, that's the girl you want. I'm no good at cooking, baking, or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything that has to do with food, don't ask me about it.
Hey, look, if you want my classic my classic my classic I don't know, what was it? Yeah, grass soup. Yeah, of course, call me up. Yeah. But otherwise, I'm not really gonna be with just a hint of soil because I didn't wash it beforehand. Which
soil
she
is
didn't
good for the soul.
Yeah, it's only one letter away. Of course, it's got to be good. Okay. Anyway, as for this episode,
yeah, we're done. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so summary of it. Yeah, riffing on it is fun. When I watched it back in the day, I did actually, generally get the emotions I was supposed to, especially towards the end. Would have preferred there was one speech at the end towards that instead of 2 with like the girls at the beginning, because that does go into what people say about aphmau being too preachy sometimes. But either way, that's neither here nor there. Gareth was great. Guy is hope his spine recovers eventually, but not his ego. And there we go. Fine. So please either like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe to others already. And on that note, until next time. Wait, no, I forgot. I need to actually
Say when the next episode is, so we know when to be here next.
Exactly. Even though that tradition, like Facebook kind of killed that tradition because no one watches on Facebook now, so no one knows when to return. I should make just like a new Twitch account to just do it from there because I'm not gonna get my old one back. Clearly, maybe I'll do that.
Have you tried emailing Twitch about it?
They already know that the issue was happening. They just never actually confirmed a solution to it.
Like, again, have you tried emailing Twitch about it?
No, I haven't.
Email Twitch help directly.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Jeff, I need help. All right, okay, I'll try that. But either way, regardless of that, we'll be back here on good old Facebook. On November 25th, and that will be for another letter. Oh, okay, so the rumors are intensifying again. I should say the description of this episode said, "Are the rumors true?" Which, yeah, we already answered that already. Not much of a teaser. Anyways,
are the rumors true? Some of them. Another
letter will be the next one, and that's on the 25th. So same time, same place, 5 years later. Same place, also maybe Twitch, depends. Anyways, please leave a like or just extra bit matter. Subscribe to us already. Subscribe to Ghosty as well. Link will be somewhere maybe on the VOD if I actually probably won't because I never remember who's a guest on this show. So yeah, look up Ghosty and subscribe. There we go. And on that note, until next time, farewell.